New shoe day, Thursday, 16th of December 2021. As you can see by the box, I've switched brands for this review or this initial impression to Saucony or Saucony, however you want to call it. So yeah, got away from Nike for something different, looking for something different for the road. I've got a couple of goals next year, predominantly for the road. There'll be some 5 and 10k PB attempts for myself, but the big ticket item will be the marathon, my initial marathon at the NewRun, or the Newcastle Running Festival, on the 3rd of April 2021. So without further ado, let's open the box here and see what we've got inside. There we go. Saucony Endorphin Speed 2. So the 2s debuted kind of June 2021, so 5 or 6 months ago. The 3s are in the works. They won't be out till next year at this stage, but let's open them up and have a look. As you can see, Saucony Endorphin Speed 2. Looking at the shoe, fantastic colour. Vita Pro. There's a whole heap of different other colours. However, this one definitely not going to get lost in this bad boy. Nice lime kind of tennis ball green, I would say you'd call that. Goes into the nice Saucony label, brand logo there. And we've got quite a few different colour aspects in the shoe. It's a great looking shoe. There's several other colours available, of course, but I went with this. Nice. I like my shoes bright. So if we go straight into the mesh, you'll see that, like most higher performance kind of speed shoes, we have a tightly knitted mesh upper with plenty of breathability, plenty of breathable holes throughout the shoe. We therefore move back into the lace pattern, standard laces. This update though from the 1, they claim to have an anti-slip type lace setup, so once it's locked onto your foot, it resists kind of any movement, so it'll stay conformed to your feet. If we move back into the tongue here, it's a free floating tongue that'll conform to the top of your foot. We move back to the heel cup design. It's been re-engineered, provide a little bit more support, a bit better fitting and kind of curvature around kind of the heel and Achilles. You'll notice in there that it's just straight conformal. There's no extra padding, unlike the Nike Tempo Next Percent, which has some extra kind of padded nodules in there, which I found kind of a little bit uncomfortable for probably the first 60 Ks. So initially putting these shoes on in the shop felt brilliant. This is a men's US 10.5. Quite a bit of room on the front of the forefoot, and obviously a fair bit of room around the toes. They're not butting up against the shoe, which some people like, but I find super uncomfortable. So initially standing in the shop, super comfortable just to sit in. So I'm keen to see what they actually feel like on the run. If we go to the foam now, Saucony in this shoe, and I believe in their pros, they've gone for a power run foam. And if you look at the, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's like a polystyrene type design throughout. There's an 8mm drop, so we're looking at 35.5 millimeters in the rear to 27.5 at the front, which gives us an overall 8mm drop. So standard, 8mm drop, not too high, not too low. It's definitely not a flat shoe with a neutral fit. So as I said before, standing in them super comfortable straight off the bat there. We move to the base of the shoe, or the sole. They've got an XT 900 sole, which, as you can see, right in the power zone, you know, the balls of your feet where you should be striking. They've got, it's pretty, feels quite firm, so I think the abrasive resistance will be there. And obviously, if you compare that to the Power Run foam, which is underneath, quite soft, would wear away quite a bit. But you've got this abrasive strip throughout the shoe of the XT 900, and it's reinforced by these black strips here. So should be able to take a pounding right on the balls of the feet, and we should get some longevity out of these shoes. Not sure how long they'll last, but I'm expecting that these will last, you know, between 6 to 800 Ks. Looking at the design, pending the durability of the XT 900 abrasion strips here. Another design that they've put into these shoes, they've got a full length nylon plate. So the Nike Tempo Next Percent has got a full length nylon plate. So these are obviously lighter and softer, heavier but softer than the carbon plates that are in the higher end shoes. So as far as the Saucony goes, the Endorphin Pro or the Vaporflies range of shoe from Nike. The benefit of that is it's claimed to be not as harsh as a carbon plate. Having run in the Next Percents, they feel fine underfoot, so I'm sure these feel actually more comfortable than the Tempo Next Percents just on initial wear. So I'll update it as it goes. Another I suppose good engineering or design factor here is they've got a speed roll rocker. So essentially that's designed to shift your weight forward, so you're propelling forward. A lot of these higher end type shoes, or faster shoes, have this. It just obviously increases your efficiency in running, so you're already your motion is being propelled forward instead of flat, or you definitely don't want that rearward. And we'll bring out the scales and we'll see what these come in at there. As I mentioned before, they're men's US 10.5. So I'll throw them on the scales. So we're sitting at 237 grams for a men's 10.5. Now this is probably similar to a lot of these other shoes. They feel quite light. Probably the On Cloudflow, obviously a lot lighter. They're sitting around 219. So these are a good mid-range, lightweight shoe with a whole heap of technology stacked in. These have been getting great reviews. Word of mouth kind of around the running community here. A lot of guys love them and swear by them. So there's guys that are up to their 4th iteration of these shoes. They love them so much. So I'm really keen to get out and do some road running in these things in the lead up to the marathon. Wear them in and see if I can potentially pull off some PBs in the 5 and 10K in the process. What do you think, man? Do you like these shoes? Chase, they good?
Yeah, currently sitting at 5s. About 9.1 k's in. Around the lake loop. Shoes are feeling amazing. Really starting to settle in now. So as a first impression, so far on the run, a bit of a distance run, they're feeling uber comfortable. Really good under the feet compared to the harshness of, say, Nike Tempo Next percent. So at this point in time, I'm loving it.
But everything is not enough. Really hard.